I'm going to go ahead and call this work session meeting to order. It's April 21st, 2021. We have one item on the agenda, but there may be others. Ms. Ridge.
Long time no see.
My last, yeah. I know, this is my last item, I promise.
Oh.
So I'm sure you're aware of crack sealing, and it's basically to maintain, help do preventive maintenance on the roads by getting moisture out of the cracks and keeping it out, and helps with the longevity of the roadway. So we've done this on different roads, say Curry Pike, if you've been on Curry Pike, and you can see where we've performed crack sealing in the past. So we've received a quote from Pavement Solutions, so we could do Vernal Pike from Hart Street Road to the new pavement just east of Curry Pike, and for Hart Street Road from State Road 48 to Vernal Pike. The quote for that is $34,835.08. So we would like to accept that quote and have that work completed.
So do you have comments or questions, Commissioner Giffens?
Yeah, I didn't understand why this wasn't a regular agenda item, but I certainly understand the need to do preventative work. I think that's a really smart move. Yeah.
And that, I guess that's when I sent it to Anita. I wasn't sure if this type of item, since it was just a kind of like a preventive maintenance item, wasn't something common that I do. So I didn't know. I just told her I didn't know if she wanted it on the work session or the formal agenda. So I just left that choice. So probably my error on giving the choice, and could have gone on the regular meeting.
That's okay. So, Mr. Cockrell, do you have advice for us on this item?
Sorry, I was muted. I think that this is one, it's a maintenance, it's a preventative maintenance. I think this is something that would be acceptable at a work session.
Okay, so we wouldn't need to ratify it.
I don't think so. I think if it was a new road, yes. Yeah. But we maintain roads all the time.
Yeah.
And they don't always go to the regular session.
Okay.
And so we can how does the quote or bid process work on an item like this?
Well, there's not very many people that do this performance. Mm-hmm. So basically, we just reached out to a company that's, we went down south, maybe about, I guess it was last year during the pandemic, we went down to the Jasper area to see the different mechanisms that they were doing and down there. So we reached out to Pavement Solutions after talking to other counties that this is the company that typically performs that type of service.
Yeah, excellent. Is this something where I understand that there would be an expense with a capital expense with equipment? Is this something that we do often enough that we should consider having this capability in the county?
So we haven't looked into buying that type of equipment. One reason probably is because, you know, we have 25 guys on a cruise. If we do in-house paving, that takes pretty much every man that we have. By the time you have the roller and the paver, the flaggers, and the trucks hauling the material, that takes pretty much all of our efforts. So sometimes it's easier to contract that out. I know in the probably 3 to 4 years ago, you could reserve, I believe we could reserve that machine through Sealmaster, and then we would pay for the material. And basically you're just using that machine, you're buying the material. And we did it in-house for a couple of years. But we have not done it. I don't think we've done it for 2 years. So we're trying to get back into that mode of preventive maintenance, because that's what helps with these roads. And it's basically probably why we wouldn't have one in-house, is just probably because of the staff that would take to get everything done.
Yeah.
Because then you have to think about, we have gravel roads. We have about 55 miles of gravel roads out there. Those have to be graded and stone hauled to them. Even if we're paving, then we still have potholes that are around the county that still have to be fixed, or we have trees and tree limbs to be cut. It's just it's ongoing efforts. And I think that's a big reason why we're trying to maybe contract out a little bit more on the paving, just so that we can get the roads better prepared for paving. For the longevity of those roads, we're performing much more ditching than we ever have in the past. And then we wanted to look into this other type of preventive maintenance for the crack sealing, just trying to preserve what we've got out there.
Yeah.
So I don't think we've looked into purchasing it, basically, I'd say because of manpower for when it's paving season. And this is when you would technically, I think we used to crack seal basically in September or so.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, staffing is an issue. I just thought I'd raise it, and your explanation makes a ton of sense. I'm going to make a motion to accept the quote for paving solutions for crack sealing on the roads that were outlined by Ms. Ridge.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. Okay, seeing none. Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on accepting this quote?
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Githens.
Yes.
Motion is approved 2-0.
Thank you for
Thank
approving everything today, and I'm on vacation. So.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much. Good. Have a good break.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see if there are any other department heads that have anything they want to bring to our agenda for the work session. Do you have something?
I just real quick, and I know the commissioners are aware of it, but next week on your agenda, you should have a contract with a Diane Henschel, who is an IU professor who is doing some analysis of some of the work that we've had done at the quarry properties. And so we're going to put that contract on your agenda next week. And I just kind of wanted to make you aware.
Awesome. That's great. We look forward to that. Excellent. Excellent. Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Cockrell. And I don't see any other updates for the work session unless Ms. Purdy has something. I see she's unmuted, but I didn't know why. Okay.
No, just in case you asked me a question, actually.
All right, we're good. We're all good then. All right, excellent. With that, I will adjourn this work session. Thanks, everyone, and be well.
Thank you, you too.